Good afternoon, everyone. We'll start session in a few more minutes. Okay. Let other people join. Yeah. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. So now we'll discuss. So in the last session, what we have discussed in the last session. So what are the topics we have discussed in the last session about prompt engineering, right? So there is a concept of fundamental foundation model. So what is this foundation models? All these things I will let you know. And today we'll discuss about the foundation models as well as foundation models is nothing but these elements. And also we'll see how to build a chatbot in this session. Okay. You'll get to know hands-on experience. Today I'm going to show with the using IBM credits. Okay, I'm going to use my IBM credits, means APIs, and I'm going to create a chatbot. So apart from that, I'm going to show about the foundation models as well as you haven't have the account of IBM. No? So we will I will go with the Hugging Face too. We'll work with the Hugging Face, and I will show in upcoming sessions that how to create a chatbot using Hugging Face. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So today we'll discuss these things. Let me share my screen once. Guys, what are the techniques of prompt engineering? So in the last session we have discussed about prompt engineering, right? So what are the techniques we have discussed in prompt engineering? Have three techniques that we mainly follow to get a desired output. What are the three techniques? Anyone? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, one shot, few shot, and chain of thoughts. We have discussed these are the techniques in the last session. Yeah, we'll discuss about Hugging Face, that guys. Okay, that's good. So today let's move on to the next phase, that foundation work. So here the main concept is coming that foundation model. So what is this generally foundation model? Why we need to know it? The basics start from a generative AI from here. Okay. So are you able to see the screen? Is it visible? So these are the foundation models. What is the foundation model generally? So here you can see that two things. Foundation models is nothing but the models which is going to do a specific task, is nothing but a models which we call it as LLMs, right? The foundation models is nothing but the models generally where the purpose, the what is the task purpose is going to do based on the, we call it as a foundation models. Foundation models is nothing but like a LLMs, right? So what is this LLM means? Large language model. So what is this large language models? Large language models is nothing but which is going to train a huge amount of data to do specific tasks. Okay, what is that? I will discuss in upcoming sessions. That one. And see, for foundation models, we're going to use huge amount of data. We're going to train with a huge amount of data. It may be textual data, it may be structured data, speech data, signals, images, videos, audios. We can train using these data the foundation models. So the foundation models is going to have a n number of functionalities, and that functionalities will learn from this data as a features. Okay, it will understand some features from that data, and it will adjust to according that features. So it's going to adapt, means it is going to what type of task it can do if we train on the text data. Okay, it can extract the information. It can extract the information, so it is quite good, right? So without worrying about searching for importance of the task. See, for example, I want to know something about, for example, when the Google has started. Okay, when it was firstly it was launched. So I want to know about that. What I will do generally, I will go to the Google and search for when the Google first introduced and what are the main branches of Google. If I search that, it's going to give some documents, some website links. So you can go, this is a Google main website, or you can go to the directly some official websites. You can get to know all the details. So without knowing of any of website, without going to any website, enough of models which is going to give the information where what it has been trained on, right? So generally it's going to see n number of information about the Google, right, while training. So it's going to use that information and combine some new, it's going to add some text to it, and it is going to give the as a text. I mean, it is going to give the information for us. Object recognition, that's important, because see how the model will understand, how the model will know that to generate image. For example, if you say that cat weared cat wearing a hat, this is my prompt. Okay, cat wearing a hat. Okay, this is my prompt. Then the model, how it is going to understand this is a cat and this is a hat. The humans can see generally, because we are going to see a number of hats and cats, so we can imagine. But what about these models? So that mainly it requires some the object recognition. That's the important thing. And instruction following, so it need to follow, it going to follow some instructions, so that it will do. And image captioning, yes, if you give an image, it's going to give you the some captions to that. Yes, sentiment analysis, in the last session I think you've seen. So if you give reviews, for example, if you ask for model that giving a few examples, and you will ask for which one is positive and which one is negative, we can analyze the sentiments. Then we can analyze in lot of social media posts, right? With that sentiment analysis, you can analyze the Twitter, Instagram, right? And question answering, so it can work like as a questioning answering. So if you give a question, it's going to give the output as an answer in accurate format. So these are the things is going to be the things you perform, these are the operations can perform using these foundation models. Okay, foundation models are large scale and pre-trained models that are trained on vast amount of unlabeled data and can be adapted, fine-tuned, and wide range of downstream tasks. See, these foundation models is nothing but they are like a large language models. Okay, large language models means the models which is going to be trained on huge amount of data, vast amount of data to do a specific task, right? And so it can adapt, it can be adapt fine tune. What is this fine tune general? For example, you're using a LLM. Okay, you're using one of the LLM to do a specific task. For example, I have e-commerce website. Okay, I need assistant, means support team. So what I will do generally, I'm going to use any of a large language, in a sense, Gen AI models. So if I use that type of models, and I need the model need to give a perfect answer to a particular query, because this is my e-commerce website. If the model gonna give the answer in a format as, so like how we are using generally ChatGPT, Gemini, IBM, these if it is going to respond in that format, then the model is helpful for the particular task. No, it's not going to be. So to overcome that, what we will do generally means the model which has been already trained, okay, already it's working. So what we will do, we will provide some information from our company. So I'm going to give some details about my company details to that model. Then model will understand. Also I'll share n number of examples, queries already previously sorted by employees. I'm going to share that data to the model. Model will understand and train that patterns, and if that query going to rise again, it will give easily, it can give, because we have seen a few prompting techniques, right? In that way, this fine tune is going to work. Okay, if a wide range of downstream tasks means it's going to reduce the work, right? represent the shift from task specific model to a more general purpose of AI systems. Yes, it can. It will do that. Represent the shift from task specific models. It can represent, right? What are the key characteristics of these foundation models? So generally we have seen these key characteristics. So what are these means? Scalable means trained and massive data sets, terabytes to petabytes, gigabytes of data is going to be used to train these type of models, right? So that is a hectic. And self-supervised learning. Primarily, learns from unlabeled data using techniques like masked language modeling, and it's gonna do like right. Masked language modeling is nothing but the model which is going to be trained on unseen data. It can take the question and it is going to give the one word answer. So that is the thing we say as a masked language modeling. Yes. And it emerge abilities means exhibit capabilities of that we are not explicitly programmed, such as context learning, complex learning. So where the human we are not going to write any of code there, just it is going to work based on the train, right? What are the it is going to train the based on that it is going to work, and it can fine tune and adapt. Yes, it can do fine tune task also, right? From task specific to foundational. So timelines means see early AI rule-based system and expert systems. Means what is rule-based is nothing but it is going to follow some instructions and going to work like a bot. It's not going to give extra information or suggestion. Okay, and traditional machine learning came into the picture as task-specific model trained on labeled data. So when the machine learning came into the picture, so it gone through that, it went to the predictions. So it can predict a number of things, right? Used on based on past data. Means labeled data is nothing like that. It is going to use some supervised learning and going to be trained. And deep learning, when the deep learning came into the picture, then it started using neural network with the improved feature extraction. See, when you use a general machine learning, more than that, deep learning will help to solve the complex problems. So that is a thing, special thing of a deep learning. And next, coming to the last, finally, the foundation models came into the picture. Like it's gonna train on huge amount, vast amount of data and pre-train with the models and board with the capabilities. Means nothing but it has been using huge amount of data and is working like a human. How the human going to interact with the people in the way these foundation models is started. This is the timeline when it is started from early AI and after that going through the machine learning. So machine learning and deep learning made a number of changes in the entire GenAI models. Okay. And self-supervised learning. So what is mean by self-supervised learning? See, it can learn without any human interaction. So no need of anyone. We are not going to write huge lines of code, or we are not going to give any instruction to the model. Okay. Generally, we are going to give some functionalities. Okay. It may be masked language, it may be casual language modeling, or demonstrative learning. So based on this, it is going to be learned. Okay. So masked language already said there is some transformers already we have discussed right about transformers. So in that we bird is nothing but one of the transformer which is a bidirectional. So it is going to same what we discussed in the transformer it is going to use, but the main difference between a transformer and the bird is it's going to use only the encoder concept. So also we have discussed like encoder decoder, right? In that it's going to use only encoder part and it is bidirectional is going to work. Okay, and the next robot also in the same format. Predict the masked words in a sentence. So the main purpose of this transformers is going to be work on the text-based models. Okay, that is a thing of this mask line. And casual language models and GPT series, predicting the next word in a sequence. So can you tell me that some models which is going to perform this task? Deep learning, you can. So already we discussed about this next word prediction. So what is that? Can you just let me know the model names? So which was in a deep learning. What are the model names for next word prediction in deep learning? CNN, it's not for. I'm asking for next word prediction from deep learning. No, not yet. See, the models which were generally used for next word prediction was RNN, LSTM, GRU. Okay, these are the models from neural network from deep learning. So where we use generally for predicting a next word. So in an NLP and in transformers, generally they're going to use as to predict the next word as encoders, decoder. But whereas in deep learning, the last models was RNN and LSTM. Okay. So it's going to predict the next word. And coming to next learning are represented by the contrasting positive and negative examples. So what we generally already we have discussed about things like sentiment analysis, means where we are going to give a specific sentence. So we have discussed in a where prompt engineering, like few short prompting. In that we have provided a number of sentence. So if there is a sentence, the model need to specify, need to say that it is a positive or negative review. So you can, if it is a movie review, so it's going to give as it is a sentence is based on positive or negative, right? So it's going to give in that way. So this is a constructive learning. So it's going to help to model will learn the sentiment analysis of the text. So if the we have discussed in the prompt engineering that it's going to give the word in a formal way, right? The text we need to give a formal way, then the model going to reply in that way, right? So in the same scenarios, how the model will understand the sentiments, right? So in this way that it is going to understand the sentiments and it's going to do the task. And the architecture means the transformers and behind what are the transformers, means transformer network is going to be play the crucial role in the these GenAI models. So what it is going to do, it's going to use attention mechanism. So these also we have discussed, guys, right? So what is the attention mechanism generally will do? What is attention mechanism? What is attention mechanism? Yeah, that's good. Focus on specific word. Yes, right. So it's going to give mainly going to focus on a specific word and the importance of the word. So already I gave the example on the attention mechanism that it will be, for example, the cat is running. So here in this statement, so what is the focus? The model need to focus. It may be cat, it may be running, it may be is, right? So it may be focus any of the words. Then model will understand, it will perform some attention mechanism task, and it will to that it's going to pass for the next layer that these words are important. So then it is not going to forget that words. So that's the main thing of using attention mechanism. So what is multi-head attention mechanism? So what is this multi-head? So multi-head nothing but when we use attention mechanism, sometimes if for example in the last sentence we have cat is running. This is my sentence, okay? In that I'm going to say that cat is important, running also is important words. For example, I used another attention mechanism in that it gave that is important and running is important. In other, it's going to give cat and is. So sometimes it's going to give different words. So to overcome that issue, to get a good accuracy, what we will do generally means we're going to use multi-head attention mechanism, which will help you to give the means count. For example, if you use five multi-head attentions, so it's gonna give for single statement which we get the high rated means high rated value, then we're going to consider that words are very, so that this issue is going to solve by using n number of multi-head attentions. So in transformers generally we use encoder decoder structure, which is going to help you to predict the next word faster than other other models like RNN and LSTM. Okay. Variations, sparse transformers, long forms, and designed to handle a longer sequence. So there is a n number of different transformers we have. In that first transformer and long form transformers, what it will do, it's going to handle the dependency. Means dependency is nothing but the model we are going to handle in a format. Right, format in a sense. We are going to give a huge amount of text to the model, then the model will understand it, and it is going to predict the next word, like it may be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 lines maybe. Okay, that is the thing. Challenges and strategies of these foundation models. So what are the challenges they're going to face using this model? So data acquisitions and pre-processing means obtaining and cleaning a massive amount of data. So if I give a data set to you guys, so if I give the data set to you and I said that clean the data set, so what you'll do, just you will apply some EDA techniques, or else you apply some cleaning techniques, like there is any null values or all categories going to convert into numbers, and you'll check that is there any null values or zeros, and you're going to replace with the mean, median, mode, right? Central tendency, using central tendency, you're going to replace it. So you're going to perform these operations on data. If I give like 20 to 30 pages of data, which is going to be having a text format. So if you want to perform that in a like a cleaning, it will take some time. If I give 1 TB, 20 TB, 30 TB, like this type of amount of data to clean, it will take huge time to clean, right? So that is the main challenging that to cleaning data. So because why? Because in industry we are going to get the data in n number of forms, maybe Excel, JSON, HTML format, or it's images, text, video, audio, or combining video, audio, image, text. So if you get this amount of data, how the machine is going to handle, how they're going to clean, how they need to work to clean this data. So it is going to be quite difficult to handle this. And computational resources is compulsory. While if you are working with any of the model, you need huge computation, because just working with that model only you need huge computation. Then what about things like building of LLMs? It's going to be quite difficult, right? And training and stability. So to avoid divergence and ensure the convergence. So how this training stability going to take place? Huge amount of data need to be take care, and the data should be in a clean format, right? So if it's not in the clean format, or if not in the right format, then what happens to handle the good accuracy, to handle the good output is going to be happen that difficult. It's going to be a difficult to us to handle these things, right? And bias and fairness. So if you are building any of the models, maybe machine learning models, maybe deep learning models, maybe Gen AI, we need to take care about bias. So bias, what is meant by bias, guys? What is meant by bias? What is meant by bias? Right. So the bias is nothing but error. So we need to take care about this error nothing but how we're going to classify that error we got. Means we're going to check with the actual data and the predicted means what are the output we are expecting. We're going to compare and we'll verify this bias, and we are going to update the weights of the neurons. Then the model will understand, going to give the accurate results. So we need to take care about that. And coming to strategies and distributed training, the train models across multiple machines. Yes, isn't it? So if you use some best computers, computational power, so and you need to divide the parts of code, and you need to train that model with a huge amount of data. It may be, if I'm using one model, I'm going to see, for example, we are building a multi-model, means we are going to integrate with the image, video, audio, right? So then our model going to have separate classes and all things. So what they will do generally, one person will train that model on image, one machines will train on image data, video data, voice data. Like this, they're going to do specific tasks. And mixed precision training using lower precision mathematics to accelerate training means we need to accelerate to get the good results and accurate. So we need to follow. And gradient accumulation. Gradient is nothing but, so using large batch size is nothing but we are going to say the model to do a specific task. Means like gradient task is nothing more, in a sense we are going to use this gradient like updating weights every time. So based on the error, this gradient will do update the weights and it will help to the model to do a specific task in an accurate time with the accurate results. Data augmentation is, that's compulsory, increasing the diversity, right? Data augmentation is need. Sometimes we are not going to get the accurate data. So to overcome that, what we do generally data augmentation. Data augmentation is nothing but the data which we are going to train, created by the models, and which is looks like the same data, original data. Training a model like GPT can cost millions of dollars in a computer resources. Yes, isn't it? Yes, definitely. Because if you want to train a model and the model need to work as accurately, it will take huge time, right? So what is the benchmarks and matrices? So we are going to use some benchmarks to train our model. So that is in general language understanding evolution benchmarks and mass multi language understanding. So this is a massive multitask language understanding. So it's going to test in a different across various domains and test commission resolving in ImageNet, HealthString. So we are going to use this type of benchmarks to get accurate results. For metric accuracy, we go through the F1 score, accuracy, view, so ROG. So we're going to use different methodologies to get a good, the model is working or not. Based on that, we give the response. Ethical consideration challenges. So generally we have discussed, right? So what are the challenges we are going to face? Bias amplification, misinformation and deepfake, right? Piracy content, misconduct means it may happens, right? So leakage the sensitive information from the training data. It's going to happen. Environmental impact, the training large models is consume the significant energy. Yes. So if you want to train a model, it's going to cost huge amount, right? And the strategies of ethical consideration challenges is that data and auditing and bias. So we are going to take care of each and everything, right? Watermarking, these are the strategies we are going to face. Coming to NLP applications. What these NLP applications will do? Generally, NLP is going to use for specific thing is for text, right? So in that text generation means like content creation, chatbots, and creative writing. Examples, we have a lot of examples of these things, right? And coming to mission translate, we have real-time translation and multi-language communication. We have DeepL. So there is a lot of models for doing these things. And questioning, answering, search engines, virtual assistants, we have like Google, Lambda, lot. Text summarization, news aggregation, document processing, right? We need this text summarization. We are going to use in a huge way also. Okay. Sentiment analysis, customer feedback, and analyze the market research. Yes, it's compulsory. We are going to do that. So, and some more applications we can do using this NLP. That what are the applications? Mail filtering, emails filtering, language translating, smart assistants, document analysis, online searches, and predictive text and automate summarization, social media monitoring. Yes, we will do lot of things using this text-based models, right? To computer vision application. So till now we have discussed about the text model. So coming to computer vision, nothing but Vision is nothing but how the human will see the in the way the computer can see that. So that is the thing they name as a computer vision. So in that we have image recognition, classification, object detection, and image tagging. So in this task we'll do using computer vision application. Image generation also, not only image recognition, it also do image generation and image editing and manipulation and video analysis. Like this, we will do a number of tasks, okay, using the computer vision. So multimodal application. So what about the multimodal application? So we will see visual questioning answering, yes, image captioning and text to video and robotics. So like this, we will see a number of models using this multimodal. See, these are the applications of multimodal LLMs. So web development, game development, educational assistant, medical diagnosis, content generation, business, security, e-commerce, industrial, image captioning, visual questioning answering, and virtual personal assistant. So we have lot of applications we can work with this using these LLMs. So then how these uh, we are going to survive in the next upcoming generations is quite difficult because that it is changing from one domain to another domain. So we need to be ready with that. Scientific discovery and researchers. So in these areas, we can use these foundation models like drug discovery, right? So predicting an insertion of identifying the potential drug candidate. So it's important, right? It is a very important. And maternal science means what is maternal science? Discovering a new materials, raw materials with the desired properties. So that is important. It will help us in that climate modeling and so we can do a number of things using in a scientific field also. Genomics means identifying the diseases cause of genes. So in developing a personalized treatment. So in this scenario also, this GenAI will help. In upcoming days, this GenAI will do a lot of magics. Okay. See guys, this is a complete picture of LLM, how this is going to work. Okay. LLM idea plan. First, what you will do? Idea generation. So you're going to give some ideas and check the scholars and idea scoring achievements. So idea how it is going to work. First నేను ఏం చేస్తా అంటే జనరల్గా ఐడియా ఎంత వర్క్ అవుతుంది ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం అనే ప్రాసెస్ ని ప్లాన్ చేస్తున్నాం తర్వాత ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ ఇన్సర్షన్ సో we're going to use some templates and code and LLMs adder and experiment exclusive and experiment and update we will update the plans and we are going to give a numerical data plots like paper write-up means we are going to give this is outputs we are going to get. So we're going to plan completely about these LLMs. Okay. Future of foundation models. So what are the feature of foundation model? Large models. Models will continue to grow in the size of complexity and more modulates and FM will integrate even more model. Example, sensor data, 3D models. It will add a number of things to these GenAIs. Okay. Improved reasonings. Okay. FMs will execute a more sophisticated reason. So like this is going to provide a number of features in upcoming scenarios. Okay. I mean, it's going to do a lot of things. Personalization, edge development. So it will help a lot of. So you can get all this from Hugging Face, all from there. Okay. These are the key points of about foundation models. I think you got an idea about foundation models. It's nothing but LLM. So you got to know how, where, how it is going to work, and where are the industries we are going to use this GenAI generally, right? Now we'll see. Is this clear, guys? Till here. Okay, we'll discuss now how to build a chatbot. Okay. Before that, have a few minutes. Let me share a file. After 10-15 minutes, we'll again have a break. Right? Okay, let me share. Guys, have you aware of this VS Code? I think you use VS Code, right? So do you know any idea about VS Code, how to use all these things? If you know this, I'm going to continue direct. Otherwise, I'm going to show that how to create folder, all these things. Yeah, VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Okay, let me show that how this VS Code going to be and how it is going to work. First, before you want to know VS Code, what you need to do means just you need to install it from Microsoft Store. If you're using a Windows Microsoft Store, there you will find a VS Code. You can install, or else you can go to the Chrome and you can install VS Code. Okay, with a single click, it is going to be installed. It's not that big thing. Okay, just go to Microsoft Store, search for VS Code. It's going to be there, and just to install VS Code. After installing this VS Code, what you need to do first, when you are using working with any of the project, create a folder where you need to create on desktop. Generally, you have desktops. Go to desktop and create a new folder with your project name. For example, I'm using creating like this. You should show you the entire screen. Example, let me do this. Okay, I'll show that how to create. Okay, about VS Code, I'm going to show that. You just wait for a few minutes. And okay, let me share the screen. Okay, let me do one thing. Yeah, this is my place. Just I'm creating a new folder here. Okay, new folder with the name. Okay, let me give a name to it. Okay, let me go to VS Code. Okay, this is my VS Code. I'm just creating it. Okay, open a folder. Okay, it's a folder. So go to new folder and click on it. If you want, you can rename it. Okay, guys, it's not that thing. Guide trust authors. So this is a VS Code. How it is going to look like. So you can edit the name. Or else I'm going to edit in my editor itself. Just let me do that. Let me do that. Okay, where's my name folder? I'm going to give the rename for it. Time. Okay, just a minute. Okay, let me do one thing. What happened? So I'm going to change it. Taking time to work. Okay. Now what I will do, just I will open my VS Code. Okay. Let me open a folder. This is the VS Code, guys. Okay. So here, what we're going to do, just we need to get our folder. Okay. So we need to get our folder and files, go for and open that folder, or else you can create here itself a folder. Okay, that's the thing. And now what we need to do, just we need to add a file. Okay, this is file and this is a folder. So you need to give a folder and give naming as my folder app. Okay, app is nothing but application dot py. I'm working with the Python. Just I'm using the extension of that file. Okay, if you give dot txt, it's going to consider this is a text file. If you give .html, it is going to consider it is a HTML file. So what are the application you're using? You need to specify that. After that, if you are a new user, then it will going to suggest that install extension. So it is going to be, you're going to install extension. Now, what we need to do? So what are things we need to do? And I will explain. Okay, just see that. File open check. .py. Let me add one more file. So open that. I'm going to open one more. Open a file. Go to desktop. Go to IBM chatbot. Then app one. Now I'm going to make it as things. I'll close it here. I will open one more open folder. IBM chatbot. You can see, yeah, where is it? Sorry. Just a minute, guys, I'll share it again. Sorry for that. Have a few minutes break. I will start chatbot. Okay, we'll discuss about that. A few minutes break. Okay. Hey guys, I'll share this screen. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm just opening the folder. Yeah, let me share this. And yeah, guys, are you able to see the screen? Is it visible? Okay. Okay. So this is a page. This is a VS Code. How it is going to look like. So here we're going to write. We're going to import some libraries from IBM, and we'll work on the chatbot. So I'm using a framework that is Streamlit, which is going to help you to work to create an application, basic web application. It will help you to do work. So it is a framework from Python. So I'll show how to do and what are the installations you need to take care of all these things. Okay. Just first of all, when you open a folder in that, you need to create an app like what are the language you're going to use. Based on that, you need to create a file. Okay. And first, I'm going to import some Streamlit. Okay. I'm using Streamlit framework for my this project. Streamlit as a string. Okay. Now, so just import as Streamlit, and from IBM, I'm just importing IBM what's next. Okay. I'm just asking for IBM what's next AI, right? Isn't it? It's AI, right? IBM what's next AI. Okay. Yeah. But I need foundation model. So we discussed the foundation model now. So I'm going to get the foundation model. Okay. Import foundation, import model. Okay. So these are the libraries I'm going to use for my project. Okay, not more than this. This is simple two libraries I'm going to use. Now I need to give some credentials. So I already shown that how to get credentials in IBM. I'm going to show it once again. So before that, I'm just asking about IBM credential like this. IBM. IBM credentials. So I'm gonna use API first. Okay, API key it's a must important. So I'm gonna use this is my API key. Okay, I'm going to specify here. Now project ID. Okay, so that is a mandatory we need to use when we are dealing with the IBM. So I'm going to show that with the things Hugging Face also. So, okay, for now I'm going to show this with the base URL. So there is a, they're going to provide a URL for us. So that URL also you need to specify. Okay. Okay. What is the URL? Just I'll let you know. Just for a while, let it be. And I'm gonna call, I need model, right? For okay, it's done. I'm going to use model. So what is a model I'm gonna use means? Model, okay, model ID. Okay, I'm gonna specify it as ID. Okay, I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna use 13b instruction v2, or else I can change model. I'm gonna show that how to change and what the things about model. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to use IBM. Okay. In that, I'm gonna use Granite. Okay. In that, I'm gonna use Granite 13b. Okay. 13b instruct v1 or v2. Just let me check, guys. Just a minute. Instruct. Yeah, instruct v2. Instruct v2. Okay. So this is a model I'm gonna use. Okay. Now till here it's clear. Now what I need to do, just what we did, just have imported some models. Okay, this is my model, just I imported, and just API keys, I'm gonna give these API keys. Okay, this is the model I'm using. Now I need to write something in my application, web application. I need to, I'm interested to write some names of my entrance in page. Okay, how it need to look like, I'm gonna write. So I'm using like a title. Okay, just I'm gonna use title st dot level, right, st dot title. Okay, this is a title like IBM. What I need to write, I'm gonna use a simple chatbot. Okay, if you want you can change, guys. Okay, this is I'm going to set some caption. Okay, means caption is nothing but what are the model I'm using generally. I need to know, that is the thing I'm going to use some caption. I'm going to specify caption. Caption is nothing but you can specify like subtitles. Okay, subtitle using a model. What is a model? That depends. I'm going to specify model ID here. Right. Okay, these are two things going to be visualized in my application. Okay, web application is going to be shown. Okay, now I'll do one thing. Just it look like say chartbot, right? So when you work with any of the chartbot, how it is going to look like? It is going to take the input, how the user going to give some input, that is going to be visualized on the screen. It's going to show on the screen, as well as input and output also it's going to show, right? So in that way, I need to store and give the information. So what I will do, if okay, I'm going to use one chart history. Chart history. Okay, I'm going to use. Let me do it that. Okay, I'm use chart history. If chart chart history. Okay, chart history not in dot session state. So what is this session state? I'll let you. And it will checking. So it is creating. See, session state is nothing but it is going to check, take care about that all the things, items of present of memory is working on all these things is going to take care by this Streamlit session state in Streamlit. So next, we are creating a variable that it is going to be checked. It is like a list. It's going to store some history, like who input user, what the user going to give the input, that is going to be stored, and what the output is going to generated by model, that is also going to be stored in a format of list. Okay, now what we need to do, so I'm gonna display this. Okay, I'm gonna display this. So what I'll do that, for I in range. Okay, I range start from 0 means a list, right? We can call list as length of, so length of session state dot chart history. Yes, that's the thing. Session state dot chart history. So it need to continue in the step format as a 2, means it need to skip one format. And next session, why it is game. Need of this. Okay. I'm going to remove this chart history, content session state. No. Let me check once. I'm going to write another format. Okay. See, it's already displaying. If, okay, I'm going to use if I is less than, okay, I'm going to use this. I is less than length of, okay, length of my session state history. Okay. Session state history. Okay. One of this also. Session state history. With, okay, st.user and a chart history, right? Yeah. st.chart message. So chart message is nothing but it is going to give the output from user only. So means it is going to store from user, and this is a user in, and this is assistant in output. So in that way it is going to store. So first it is going to give the first user in user output. Okay. Now I'm going to write once again if plus lens dot, yeah, it's a thing. Okay. The thing from here. Okay. So plus session chart history and the user is done. User is done. No need of user. So we need only assistant, right? Let me remove this. Okay. If length session state, okay, in this session state we are going to print the user output, and in this session state we're gonna print the history of assistants, means the output of a row, I mean the granite output. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, so I need to get user input. Okay, it's giving output. Okay. So what it will do generally, it will ask for the user to enter anything. Okay. Will ask that, state that chart input is going to ask something, user type your message here. Okay. Or else ask me anything, or else you can say n number of things. Please enter anything here. You can specify. Okay. Now, if user input, okay, if the user input, so what I need to do, I need to with st dot chart input chart message. Okay. Chart message as a user. Okay. Now I'm gonna write st dot write, means write is nothing but it is going to write something on our screen, means web page. Write user input. So now it is going to display the user input here also. Next. Is it clear? Yeah, clear. But we need to add a column. It is not checking the column because with statement also we need to check the column. So here also column missing. Column compulsory, right? Now, Let me check is everything right. Short message, a user colon is there. Okay, but it's showing some message errors. Let's now what we need to do. We need to add the user message, okay, to chart history. Now we need to add this to chart history. Without adding to chart history, how? So it's working. Yeah. It is going to add our chart history, means user input is going to append it. Appended function we generally use for list cases. So we are appending to chart history this user input. Okay, when the user going to give, that is going to printed and appended to the list. Okay. Now we are going to with generate the display assistant response. So meanwhile, I'm going to say that spinner. I'm going to add spinner that it is like it look like it's thinking something. Okay. For that, I need to add with st dot chart message assistant. Yeah. Now what I'll do just add some tab space here. Now I'm gonna write this in a try block. Try means if I get any error, this try block is going to take care. So that is the thing I'm writing using this. Now see how it's working very fast. Model, okay, model equals to model ID, right? Model we need to specify, right? Sorry, before we need to say that the big model. Oh shit. Okay, model ID and model ID. In that, I'm going to give the credentials. Okay, I'm going to specify it as a credentials. See, because see, every model it is going to have its unique parameters. Okay, you need to check that and you need to write. So that is a mandatory. Okay. Check once, twice. Okay, guys, that's important. So API key base URL. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay, I'm just removing this because it's not in this. Okay. To cut it. Okay. Base URL is going to take care, and this is my and I'm gonna remove this because already I've given the credentials. No need of this. Now this is the thing. Now we need to print the response, right? So what is the response? Response dot model chart. But I need to add something here. It's not the thing. Yes. This is what we need to add. Yeah. I'm gonna add response. Okay. If we are gonna get response from a chart, no, I'm adding that. Response equals to response equal to model. Okay. Model dot generate. Okay. I'm gonna generate something. Okay. Generate, but I need text. Okay, this text I need to add text. So text. So what I'm going to do, just I'm going to prompt. So the user is going to provide, right, some prompt is going to provide. Hey guys, just sorry for the interruption. So here what we do, just let me show you that. Prompt, okay. Here what we are going to, specify some prompt. Am I audible? If not, just let me know, guys. Okay. So in the prompt place, and what I'm going to do means just f equals to yeah, I'm going to implement this user, but in case I need to use something else like user, okay, user equal to user input and assistant. Yeah, it's correct. Now we are going to add some parameters to that model. Okay, parameters. Okay, parameters like length, what are the max count, all these things we need to add. It's correct. Okay, I'm just accepting that. Stop sequence as a user assistant, or else I can change this. Can change this. End of text means it need to give the till end of text. So I'm just indicate just declaring this. And now here I'm specifying the user, not assistant, the user. Okay. No need of assistance, it's fine. So we can add one more parameter here. I think so. It's decoding. Okay. Decode method is sample, not greedy. Sample is good. Sample. Okay. So these are the parameters we are going to add to get a desired output. Now, okay. So when we're going to display, we need to display that, right? So for that, I'm going to use bot response, and I'm going to name it as a bot response. Generate response dot not. We can do that. Okay. Generated text. I'm going to make it as a generated text. I'm going to remove this. Generated text. Okay. Oh yeah, that's correct. And now, if is in, okay, is instance, response direct, yeah, and generated response else response. Else I'm gonna do str, okay, str response. So this is why I'm using means just I'm using generated text. It need to be in the format and it need to be in a structure format. So that is the thing I'm specifying here. Next, what I'm going to do, st dot right. I need to write this in the screen, right? In the screen, I need to write just this part. Okay. Now I need to check season straight. Okay, chart history, append this bot response, and I can add exceptions too. Right? Exceptions too. These are the when we get any exception or error, it's going to check and it will respond accordingly. So that is the thing. I'm just adding this. Yeah, this check and give access. It's fine. So this is the thing. So what I'm gonna do now, my code is ready. I think I need to clear some errors. So go here on top. You'll get to know the terminal. Hit a new terminal. So the terminal is going to open. So you need to just change that to into command prompt. Just close this quotes. So here, see, every time when you create any project in VS Code, you need to follow some steps. That you need to create a requirement .txt. Where are the libraries you want, you can install. If you are using other frameworks like Flask or Fast API, okay. Right now I'm using Streamlit. Using this Streamlit, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a virtual environment. So what this virtual environment will do, it will create a separate space for your project in your local storage. So then it will not going to have any interruption with other libraries. If see, for example, if you're using one Streamlit or Pandas, like yesterday we said, Pandas 2.5, then you're using other Pandas in the version of 2.3, then you'll get a clashes. To overcome the clashes, you will need to use a virtual environment. See, I'm going to create a virtual environment here as a name of Python -m venv virtual environment. Okay, and I'm going to name it as a chart. Okay, I'm going to name it as a dot chart. I'm going to create a virtual environment. See, in the past, yes, hit on S. So you can see here. So in the previous, I'm going to have only app.py, but now it has been created. Okay, what we need to do next? Just a minute, it's updating. Wait for a while. Now you need to activate that virtual environment. So for command for activating virtual environment is that dot chart. Okay, you can give any name but on scripts activate. So it's going to activate. See, now it has been started from C, but we are added the virtual environment. Using this virtual environment, I'm going to install Streamlit. It install Streamlit. Okay. So it's gonna install required libraries. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Yeah, it's installed, right? So wait for a while. It's still installing. Just wait. It's taking too much time. Okay, guys. There is a task you need to do. That's a compulsory and mandatory. Just I'm sharing one link with you guys. Okay. Just a minute. I'm sharing one link with you. It's mandatory. Everyone need to do, guys. Okay. If you want certified, just we need to do. Okay. Google that they're going to provide. Just what you need to do means, yeah, see, links have shared in the group. Just copy any one of the link. Okay. So see how you need to do means. See, guys, just I shared link with you in the Q&A. Just copy any of one of the link. Okay. Copy any one of the link. Okay. Go to any web browser. Enter that. Okay. Here, just use any one of the mail. Okay, guys, you need to use any one of the mail. I'm using your own personal mail. Okay, use any one of the mail. Okay, just sign in. Okay, after sign in, it will show you that get a click here to access your credits. Hit on that credits. Okay, just wait for a while, and you will give it will gonna pop up. You need remind me later. So you need to give two pop-ups. It is going to give and hit on accept and continue. Guys, this process everyone need to do, guys. It's a compulsory and mandatory. Okay, so you'll get here. Okay, you'll it will take you a Google Cloud. Okay, don't worry about anything. Google is just giving a free access. You need to do and just go down on the credits. In the credits, you'll get free $5 credits. Means what you can do. I'll explain what you're gonna do. That you need to do some project. I will explain in the coming sessions. First, everyone need to get this access, guys. Free access. Is clear? It's a mandatory. Everyone need to do, guys. Do it right now. Okay. Again. Guys, I shared one link in a Q&A. Okay, in Q&A I shared some links. Copy any one of the link. Okay, copy any one of the link from here. Okay, copy any one of the link and go to browser, Chrome browsers, and just paste that code, and it will open. Just you what you need to do, sign in means select any one of your Google account, your personal account, and hit on click here to get your access. Okay, click here to get access. When you hit on that, it will navigate here. Okay, give your full first name and last name and hit on accept and continue. Okay, you will get 5 credits. If you do twice and thrice, it will gonna give error. Okay, see, this is a process you need to do, and go to credits. After just when you hit on continue, check the credits. You're going to get the free 5 credits. Is this clear, guys? It's a mandatory. Everyone need to do. Okay, సింపుల్ ఏం లేదు, జస్ట్ ఆ కోడ్ ని కాపీ చేసి గూగుల్లో పేస్ట్ చేసి అక్కడ మీకు సైన్ ఇన్ ఆప్షన్ వస్తుంది. లైక్ మీరు ఏదైనా మెయిల్ యూజ్ చేస్తే ఆ మెయిల్ తో సైన్ ఇన్ అవ్వండి. సైన్ ఇన్ అయ్యాక క్లిక్ హియర్ అనే ఒక ఆప్షన్ వస్తుంది, దాన్ని క్లిక్ చేయండి. క్లిక్ చేశాక అది మీ ఫస్ట్ నేమ్ లాస్ట్ నేమ్ అడుగుతుంది. అది చెక్ కరెక్ట్ చెక్ చేసుకుని స్క్రోల్ చేసి కింద కంటిన్యూ అని చెప్పేసి ఉంటుంది బటన్, ప్రెస్ చేయండి. దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ ద ఫ్రీ క్రెడిట్ యాక్సెస్. మీన్స్ 5 క్రెడిట్స్ ఇట్ గోనా గివ్. దాన్ని ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేయాలనేది నెక్స్ట్ సెషన్స్ లో చెప్తాం. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? ఫెయిల్ టు క్రెడిట్స్ అనేస్తే యూజ్ అదర్ మెయిల్. ఆల్రెడీ మీరు మెయిల్ యూజ్ చేసి ఉంటారు, లేదంటే గూగుల్ అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేయడంలో ఇష్యూ వస్తుంది. సో డూ విత్ అదర్. ఓకే, అండ్ చెక్ ద క్రెడిట్స్. Credits. Yes. Guys, I created a pool. Just I got credits that. So just if you're done with if you got credits access. So what you need to do after getting credits, that we'll discuss in the upcoming sessions. Okay. So just poll that you are just access the credits or not. ఫెయిల్డ్ అని వస్తే వేరే మెయిల్ తో ట్రై చేయండి. If you applied, then vote as yes. You got a credit. Guys, ఎవరైతే రాలేదో just try with other mails, your personal mails. Use your personal mails. Okay, I'll share the links again. Okay. Try these other 3 links. ఒకవేళ మిగతా లింక్స్ వర్క్ అవ్వకపోతే వేరే లింక్స్ ట్రై చేయండి. యూజ్ ఓన్లీ సింగిల్ లింక్. ఒక లింక్ వర్క్ అవ్వకపోతే ఇష్యూస్ వస్తే ఇంకో లింక్ తో ట్రై చేయండి. I shared it. See. Simple. Just I'll show it. Okay. Fine. See, the screen is visible. Are you able to see the screen? I'm just explaining once again. Just what you need to do. Copy any one of the link. Okay. Just any one of the link. Go to Google. Paste that link here. Okay. It will show you because it is showing for I'm used n number of times. Okay. So you can change the mail ID. So you can just hit on sign out. Okay. It will ask, give sign up or use any other mail ID. Okay. If I'm using same mail, it's going to give, it's not going to be worked. Okay. After that, it is going to show that click an option. So click on a box, check box, mail ni sign in check box, hit on that. After hitting on that, it will show that your first name and last name. Scroll down and you will have the option that accept and continue. Just click on that, you will get the credits. Okay. This is the process. Okay, try with other link. No, sometimes the link is going to be not going to work. Just try with other links. If you have tried a number of Rajesh, just try with the different link with the name, so you will get. Don't worry that it's not an issue. About dates. Guys, what happened for 90 people? They are not at facing issue to get the access. See, if you are getting error with that accessing credits, just do check with the internet, guys. It may be issue with the internet. Guys, everyone need to do. It's a mandatory. I said. Working. Shit. Okay, guys, check with the internet once. If you are facing issue with the credits, guys, if you get the credits only, you can go with the next step. Without credits, you can't do next steps. Like there is need to do one agile project. I'm gonna show that how to do the upcoming sessions. So that is the thing you need to do this. So after going there, you will get the option as in the scroll down, you will give the option as credits. So click on that, you can see the credits there. See, that is a simple process. Just copy that link and paste it there, and just you need to sign in with any Google Mail. Okay, after that, click on there is going to be box. Just here, click on that box. Then you will navigate to the other page with your name, first name and last name, and scroll down. Hit on continue, accept and continue. Then you will get the credits. This is the process. That is the issue, guys. Whose name? Lokesh. That is the issue with the mail ID. I'm just pasting it once again, the links. These are the links, guys. So when you go to the cloud, so when it is going to, when you hit on accept and continue, so it will navigate to the cloud. So in the cloud billing section, scroll down in the left side panel, scroll down, you'll find the credits option. So when you hit on credits, it will show that you got access on it. Yeah, you can do with different mails. If you have mail, just you can try it. Change the link, guys. Means in the three links, use one link. Try with that. If not, just go with the other link. If you're getting issues with the links, just you're trying, you are getting error means just come back and try with the same mail but different links. Try with the different link. In the billing section, you will go to down, and the down you will find the credits. Just return credits, you will get that points. Check in top, you will have the sign out option. You can sign out and you can log in with other mail. In the drop down, so go drop down, you will find the accept and continue option. Guys, fail to get credits of event, it will show that. Then the issue with the mail ID. Yes, that is the one. Guys, the people who have got the credits, it's okay. If the people who didn't get any credits, it's fine. We are going to share another link in next session. Okay, don't worry. The limit, it has a less limit, so that is the thing. It is not providing access. So do one thing. Just who got the links, fine. Who means credits. Who didn't receive credits? Tomorrow we're gonna share that another link. Okay, we'll get the credits in upcoming sessions. We'll share with other links. Okay, don't worry about that. Is it clear? Okay, and coming to the code, we'll see rest of the code in the next session. Okay, I'm gonna run and I'll show you that. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you, one and all. Just I'm winding the session, guys. So if you have any queries, just post it in the groups.